Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a new edition of the Clueless Collector Football Picks Edition. This is where I'm going to do my football picks for the week. And these are the lines on Friday off of DraftKings. And I have my computer here, and I also wrote them all down here. I have not decided who I'm going to go with. We're going to go team by team and I'm going to put $5 on every one of these games, and I'll run my total through the entire season. If I start going up, I'm going to up the bets. So, starting off, we got the Jets versus the Panthers. Now, we have Sam Darnold, starting quarterback of the Panthers. There's going to be at the Panthers against his old team. The Jets are going to be starting Zach Wilson. The Jets are getting 4 points. I like Sam Darnold to say fuck you to the Jets and really run it up on them. I think that's going to be big. I think Sam Darnold's going to do it. I think the Panthers are going to cover by more than 4, and the over-under on that game is 44. Here, I guess I can put this here. Is 44.5. So I'm going to take I'm going to put it here anyway. I'm going to take the Panthers, and the over-under is 44.5, which is 22.5 points per team that you need them to score. I am going to go, I'm an optimist, so I'm going with the over. I'm going to take the over on this one. I'm taking the over. All right. And next, we have the Bills getting 6.5 at the Buffalo Bills. Did I say we have the Bills getting 6.5 at the Buffalo Bills? We have the Steelers getting 6.5 at the Buffalo Bills. And I'm a big Josh Allen fan. I like the Bills. I hate the Steelers. My girlfriend is a Steelers fan, even though she does not watch football. She claims that she's a Steelers fan. So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. I think they're going to trounce the Steelers. I don't think Ben Roethlisberger has it anymore. I think that the Steelers are going to look like absolute shit, and I think the Bills are going to trounce them. So I like the Bills giving up 6.5. And then the over-under on that is 48.5, which would be 49, which is basically 24.5 points per team. So I think that will be over again. I bet I picked the over for all of these. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers at the Detroit Lions. And the San Francisco is giving up 8, and I like the Lions here. Now, I'm the kind of a Lions simp where I think the Lions are, every year, I'm like, I think they're going to do well. All my friends in New York are, like, we run a show on Sundays at Beauty Bar in New York, and they're all Detroit guys, and they're all a little optimistic. Normally, a little optimistic to them is like, well, we'll win like 4 games. So I don't think they're going to get trounced by San Francisco. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Jared Goff is going to surprise people. I think he's going to have a little chip on his shoulder. He's got some good receivers. I don't know if they really have a defense in Detroit or an O-line, but I like Detroit here. I think they're going to cover the 8. I don't think they'll necessarily win. They are at home, and I think they'll cover the 8, and the over-under on that is 45. And I have a feeling both teams are going to score a lot. So I'm going to go with the over once again. So that's the over once again. Now we have the Jacksonville Jaguars with their number 1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, giving up 3 points at Houston, who is starting Davis Mills, who we just pulled. 2 quarterbacks who we have pulled autograph cards of. Pretty cool for us on this channel. Jacksonville, I think, is going to win this game. Houston, I don't think will win a game all season. I think they are bad. I think they're a bad team. If they win any game, it's going to be against the Colts. So I think that Jacksonville will win. I don't know by how much, but I think they will cover the 3. I like Jacksonville covering the 3. And the over-under on this game is 45, and I'm going with the under. I'm actually taking the under on the 45 in this game. Next game, another AFC South team, maybe the best team in the league. The Indianapolis Colts versus the St. Louis. Oh my God, Tim, you idiot. Indianapolis Colts versus the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are giving up 2.5 to the Colts, who are at home. The Colts are going to have one of the best defenses in the league this year, I have a feeling. Their offensive line is looking great. They just need one more piece, but their fill-in for Eric Fisher is looking really good right now. I am a homer and will take the Colts. Little spoiler alert, every single week with the spread. It is my downfall, so I'm going to take the Colts getting 2.5 because I think they're going to win the game. So take them with the money line as well. I think the Colts getting 2.5. The over-under on this game is 49, which is 24.5 points per team, as we have said. I think that we are going to hit the under on that because I think the Colts defense is going to show up. And I think the Colts offense, I think it's going to be a game, let's say, actually, they got DK Metcalf, they've got Tyler Lockett. I should probably quit clicking that. But, you're right, Tim, you talked yourself into the over once again. All right. So here we go. Next, AFC South, we're going again. Arizona Cardinals getting 3 points at the Tennessee Titans. And the over-under on that game is 53.5. So they think that that's going to be a real high-scoring game. So Arizona getting 3. They got Kyler Murray. DeAndre Hopkins, still unvaccinated, is playing. Tennessee, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Ryan Tannehill. They lost Corey Davis. I like Tennessee. Giving up 3 here at home. Tennessee is at home here. So I like Tennessee giving up 3 at home, and I'm going to go with the under of 53.5. I'm going to go with the under on that. Because what's that? 26.5 points per team. I think we're going with the under on this one. Next game, the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Washington football team. And the Chargers are getting 1.5. The football team is giving up 1.5, and the over-under on this is 45 because the Washington defense is very good, but the Chargers have Keenan Allen, and Justin Herbert hopefully will be looking good as he did last year this year. Keenan Allen, a man who catches literally every ball thrown to him, but the football team has Chase Young. And their defense is supposed to be unbelievable. They got Terry McLaurin. I don't know who they have at quarterback. So what I'm going to do here is I'm taking the Chargers to win the game, even though it's at Washington. I'm taking the Chargers to win the game, and I'm taking over 45. Of course, I'm going to take the over, but I like the Chargers. Actually, no. What did I do? I just talked all this shit about the defense. I'm taking the under. I'm taking the under here, and I like the Chargers giving up 1.5, because I think they'll win the game. So if you can get plus money on the money line there, I say take that. Next, we have the Vikings at the Cincinnati Bengals. Vikings giving up 3, Cincinnati getting 3. I have a feeling that Kirk Cousins is going to get the COVID-19 virus today or tomorrow and not be able to play because he is a bitch. So I am going to take the Bengals plus 3. I'm also a Bengals simp. I don't know what it is. I think it's growing up next to the Bengals, even though the only fist fights I've almost ever gotten in are with Bengals fans because they're fucking pieces of shit. But I like the Bengals getting 3 at home. The over-under on this game is 47. I'm going to take the under here. We'll see how Jamar Chase looks. We'll see how Joe Burrow looks coming out. And I have a feeling that T. Higgins is going to have a breakout year this year. So look out for T. Higgins. I have a feeling he'll be the next A.J. Brown for them. Next, we have the Battle of the Birds. We have the Eagles at Atlanta. Eagles versus the Falcons. Which one will squawk the most? Which bird is the best predator? We have the Eagles getting 3.5. Atlanta giving up 3.5. I think the Eagles are going to start Jalen Hurts. Now, I have a lot of Jalen Hurts autographed cards, so I would really like for him to absolutely pop off this year. I'm not particularly an Eagles fan, and I'm not particularly a Falcons fan. I don't really care about either team, so I'm going to root for Jalen Hurts. Now, I think the Falcons might be bad, but Calvin Ridley will probably have a great game. I'm going to say that the Eagles cover. I think the Falcons will win by 3. I think the Eagles cover the 3.5. I think the Eagles will cover the 3.5, and the over-under on this game is 48.5 points. And I like the over. I don't know how good the Eagles' defense is, but if Atlanta's defense is anything like it was last year, they're going to stink. So, next game, we have AFC East divisional matchup. The Miami Dolphins. Oh, damn it. Hold on. AFC East divisional battle. The Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots. Miami Dolphins getting 3.5. Patriots giving up 3.5. Over under on this game is 43.5. I think conditions will probably be good in New England, but they've got New England's got Mac Jones starting. I don't know how well he'll do in his NFL debut. He'll either absolutely kill it, or he may have a bad opening game. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go. I'm Team Tua today. I'm Team Tua Tagovailoa. I'm going with the Dolphins over the Patriots. I think the Dolphins are just gonna straight up win. So I say take the money line with the Dolphins, but I'm taking the Dolphins, getting 3.5, and I'm going to take the over, of course, which I barely take the under, but I'm taking the over of 43.5. That's 21.5 points per team. I think they'll both do that. I think there's going to be some interceptions. I think there's going to be some defensive touchdowns. So I like the Dolphins getting 3.5. Now, on to the game of the week. This is probably going to be the best game of the week. We have the Cleveland Browns at the Super Bowl runner-up Kansas City Chiefs. I am also sort of a Browns simp. I felt bad for them for so long. They were so bad. Now they're good. I like Jarvis Landry. I like Baker Mayfield. I like Nick Chubb. I like their team. I think Myles Garrett's great. When he tried to smash Rudolph in the face with his helmet was cool. I thought that was awesome. So was it Mason Rudolph that he did that to? Or was it Duck? Well, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. I'm glad he did it. Cleveland is getting 5.5. Kansas City giving up 5.5. Over under on this, 54.5 points. Now, you don't want to go against Mahomes. You don't want to go against Tyreek Hill. They're all very good. But and Travis Kelce, I'm going to go with Cleveland. This is not my lock of the week. Whatever the opposite of a lock of the week is. But I am going with the under of 54.5. I'm going with the under of 54.5 because that's Jesus Christ. That's 27.5 points apiece. That would have been what they scored last night, I guess, and Tampa Bay's defense was supposed to be good. But I'm going with the under of 54.5, and I'm taking Cleveland getting 5.5 points. And that is whatever the opposite of a lock of the week is. That's that. Green Bay at New Orleans. Green Bay giving up 3.5. New Orleans getting 3.5. Over under on this game, 49.5. New Orleans starting Jameis Winston. Green Bay starting Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers probably going to be a little bit pissed off that his ex-girlfriend just got knocked up by comedian John Mulaney. So I'm going to go with Green Bay giving up 3.5. I think they might smoke the Saints. I think Jameis might come out and look like absolute shit. So, or Sean Payton could have turned him around and now he looks great being under Drew Brees for a year. He says he can see now. He says he was playing 8 years not being able to see. Who knows? That could be an excuse. We don't know. But I'm taking Green Bay, giving up 3.5, and I'm going to take the over on that one. I'm going to say over 49. I'm saying over 49.5. And next we have the Broncos versus the Giants. We have the Denver Broncos at the New York Football Giants. The New York Football Giants are getting 3 points. The Broncos, who had their rookie last year, Jerry Jeudy, looked very good. Who they had last year? KJ Hamler. They have, is Philip Lindsay still on the team? I don't know. Write it down in the comments when you're liking and subscribing. But we have Drew Lock going against Danny Dimes. I am going to take the Giants at home. I think the Giants are going to come out with a win at home, so I'm taking the Giants getting 3. The over-under on this game is 42, 21 points apiece. 42 is the over-under on this, and I am going to take the over. That is right. The over, I'm an optimist. I want everybody to score a lot of points because it's fun. Now, to the night game. The Chicago Bears versus the Los Angeles Rams. The Bears are getting 8 at home. They're going to start Andy Dalton. I, of course, famously tweeted that Andy Dalton looks like a guy that goes around the locker room talking about how great it is to be married. And I really think that he goes around, he's being like, fellas, you just don't know how nice it is till you're married. So I think that's what Andy Dalton does. I think people don't like that. I don't think the Bears, if the Bears' offensive line looks good, they should play Justin Fields this year at some point. But I think if their offensive line fucking sucks, they shouldn't play Justin Fields at all. I'm going to take the Rams. I'm taking the Rams giving up 8 in Los Angeles. I'm taking the Rams. The over-under on this game is 46.5. I'm going to take the under. I don't really think the Bears will score that much. I think it might be a Rams game all the way. So, taking the Rams, giving up 8.5, taking the under. And our final game Monday, the Ravens versus the Raiders. The depleted Ravens backfield. No Gus Edwards. Jesus, Tim, learn to talk. No Gus Edwards. No J.K. Dobbins. We got him against David Carr and the Raiders. Darren Waller. You don't want to bet against Lamar Jackson. I think they are going to win. The Ravens are giving up 3.5, which means the Raiders are getting 3.5 points. I think this is a tough one. Also, the opposite of whatever a lock of the week is. So I'm going to take the Ravens, even though they might be a little hurt. They might be a little demoralized. Even though Lamar Jackson has gotten COVID twice and still doesn't want to get a vaccination because he doesn't know what's in it, because I assume, didn't go to his science classes. But the Ravens giving up 3.5. The over-under on this is 50. I'm taking the over. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game on both sides. I like the over. And those are my picks of the week. So if we recap them, I like the Panthers giving up 4. And the over of 44.5. I like the Bills giving up 6.5 with the over of 48.5. I like the Lions getting 8 and the over of 45. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars giving up 3 with an under of 45. I like the Colts getting 2.5 with the over of 49. Even though the Colts defense is going to be very good, I don't know if they'll have an answer for DK Metcalf. Titans -3 with the under of 53.5. Chargers +1.5 with the under of 45. The Bengals getting 3 with the under of 47. Eagles getting 3.5 with the over of 48.5. The Dolphins getting 3.5 with the over of 43.5. Cleveland getting 5.5 with the under of 54.5. Green Bay giving up 3.5 with the over of 49.5. The Giants +3, over of 42. Rams giving up 8, under of 46.5, and the Ravens giving up 3.5 points with the over of 50. And that's it. I have nothing to open today. Everything I've ordered is still in the mail and coming. So I'm sorry I have no cards to order, but I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you like these football picks, I'll do them. Comment down below what you think your picks will be. I'll do a running total of the money I win and lose for the entire season on the side. I'm going to do $5 a game. If I start really winning, maybe I'll up it to 10. Who knows? Have a great weekend. I hope all your teams win unless they're playing my team. Goodbye.